Round 1. Fight!
In the top right side, we're taking a look at the main base of Mr. Mauer. It is Showtime. In the bottom left side, we're going to take a look at the main base of the young, incredibly talented Frenchman representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. What is this? What is the story behind this dog? I've seen this dog being posted in Twitch too. What's the story, guys? Inform me. What am I missing out on? And also, it seems like after this grand final, we're going to do a little teaser. Kind of maybe a proper announcement even. About the other tournament that we'll be running after Stay at Home Story Cup, 19th and 20th of March. I'll be running the WeShark Invitational. WeShark is one of my viewers in the chat. He's an incredibly passionate StarCraft fan and he wants to run his own tournament. He has committed 5,000 Canadian dollars to just run 2 days of fun StarCraft and give an opportunity to some guys to win some money. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That will obviously be happening after Stay at Home Story Cup, which will be happening next week. TLDR, busy month, but we're going to try to make it a fun one. Dude, I just spent all my channel points. Please say my name. Hello, Sky Piranha. What's up? Hi, I got Lando's Phoenix. Hello, Marina. Yeah, just a couple weeks, and then the F1 season finally kicks off again. Hey, also they should announce Drive to Survive real soon, no? That should be out within a week or two. That'd be awesome. What song was that? The song is called I Feel Like Dancing. I can give you guys the artist after this game. I don't want to alt-tab right now, because then people get upset. Thank you, Gabe, for the raid of 980 people. Welcome, everyone. I did try my best to promote the Instagram a little bit, Gabe. I mentioned the ugly buildings that Cologne has to offer. A beautiful man, but ugly buildings. See what Clem is going to do in the first game. It seems like we're skipping out on the Reaper. I like Clem's answer during Into Extreme Masters Katowice when we asked the players like if they could be a unit, what unit they would be. And Clem said he would love to be a Reaper because he thinks Reapers can be very annoying. And he's right. And there is no one more annoying with the Reaper than Clem. But he's not going to bring that out here in game 1. How come Clem doesn't stream? Apparently he streamed 2 days in a row. Clem does stream a little bit. I mean, you guys have been blessed. Fucking Saro has been streaming. Clem has been streaming. I think Raynor has squeezed in a little stream here and there. It's a polar bear. Okay, I guess it is a polar bear. It looked like a puppy to me. But now that you guys pointed out, okay. I can get behind that being a polar bear. It's a triple command center opening on the side of Clem. Triple CC into double barracks. Showtime has no idea that this is happening, but the moment his Phoenix makes it in the main base, he will see everything. He's going Twilight. I think we can immediately go up to 3 bases if we see that this is a triple CC opening. Showtime to the left, to the left. I mean, this is kind of everything you need to know. Like, you obviously see it now, but when you see the second barracks and then you see an eBay, you know what's up. There goes the probe. We are going to 3 bases. 78 months, Puck. Yes, Mariner is a long-time viewer. If some of you guys have been watching my stream for years, you guys may know Mariner as once upon a time he was known as the spring roll guy. When I lived in California, I met up with Mariner a couple of times. And his mom made amazing Vietnamese spring rolls or egg rolls. I would call them spring rolls, but I think he calls them egg rolls. But yeah, he was very sweet and he brought over multiple boxes and it was always very appreciated. Great dude. Awesome to see him still stopping by. March 19. Okay, sick. Double Forge on the side of Showtime. Cologne has the cathedral. Yeah, but Gabe is never posing. Because Gabe doesn't really live near the center of Cologne. Todd does. Todd actually lives very close to the cathedral. But Gabe lives, as far as I know, near Ehrenfeld. It's a bit more outside. I've had the honor of visiting Gabe. It's quite a sight, guys. You open the door and all you see is his trophies. Oh yeah, it's my Meisterschaft. Meisterschaft here, Meisterschaft there. Looks good. Zero streaming? Yes. Saturday afternoon, Zero did a 4-hour stream. Showtime getting a couple of free pickups. Obviously, there's not much that Clem can really do about this. Oh, careful with the side block. It's Showtime, Showtime. Obviously, if you're on this side, guys, you cannot see through the grass. These side blockers are annoying. Then you have to move your stalkers close. But if all the bio units are here, you're eating a lot of free shots. You can see Showtime even panicking there for a split second, shooting at the rocks. Now, I always find it very difficult to go up against these triple CC builds, because you're going up against way more bio units than you normally face. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but for some reason I always think like, alright, I've got enough zealots and stalkers, let's go! And then all my zealots just melt because the bio numbers are overwhelming. Little bit sloppy, losing a stalker is not the end of the world, but you don't want to do that too many times. Like, man, Showtime doesn't have charge yet. Oh no, the stalkers! Showtime mis-rallying his units, losing 2 more. Now we're talking -3 stalkers, and to make things even worse, these units are still out of position. Uh-oh. Okay, he blinks across the rocks, that's kind of cool. We can always drop another force field, so Showtime is safe for now. He's about to have +1 armor, and that's absolutely needed. Mandatory even against this many bio units. We have a shield battery. I wouldn't hate overcharge, but maybe we don't need it. Seems like we don't need it yet. I was ready to hype up a Guardian Shield for you guys, but turns out there is no Guardian Shield yet. I'm closing in on my first house, March 18. Want to have a LAN party. Maybe when the pandemic thing is over. And also it kind of depends where your house is. If you live nearby, if you promise me that you have some bitterballen and some beers for me, I might make a visit. Clem has a lot of units, guys. I'm very worried here for Showtime. Clem is coming in from multiple angles. He's got still this army active on the right. He's got a lot of bio units ready to pounce on that third base on the left. The force fields are pretty decent, but we do have some Widow Mines. Not getting the greatest connections. The wall is holding, but how much longer will this wall hold? Well, Showtime feels confident enough he can win the fight on the right. And it seems like he's right. As Zealots and Stalkers and this one Immortal are going to push this army back. Guys, I kind of like what Showtime is doing here. He's going to pick up that medevac too. Clem is going to try to bring those units from the left side over. He wants to maybe tag that Immortal with concussive shells. Does get one hit off, but he won't get it. Showtime is losing a lot of units here, guys. I know these kinds of fights where it's like, oh, it's not going that bad, it's not going that bad. And then all of a sudden, you're facing 80 supply of Stim Bio. And it's a beautiful Guardian Shield. Right there, look at that Guardian Shield, guys. Covering the entire army. Storm is ready. The first Storm didn't really do anything. Showtime does have Observers, right? Yeah, I love that Ops. Does Clem see it? I don't know if he sees it. This helps so much, because now Showtime can move all his units over towards the left side. I don't know how many High Templars we have. Apparently there are 4, and we've only seen 1 storm. So there should be a couple of storms in this War Prism. Absolutely. Showtime is playing pretty damn good. But yeah, lost a lot of Zealots. No offense, but if you can stabilize on 4 bases, Double Forge and Storm, yeah, who cares about Zealot run-bys? I'd much rather see him be safe and sound at home. And so far, Mr. Mauer is safe and sound. Careful with these fights. We're gonna need a good storm. That Widowmine shot is massive in the center of all the Zealots. Showtime holds. What is Clem doing here, guys? It's a mine drop. Ooh. Okay, Showtime paying attention. Only losing a single worker for now. A lot of probes are clumped up here. Ay. Could have been worse. Same time, army on the right side. Clem is playing at such an insane pace. I get tired looking at this. Oh no, the War Prism got a bit too far forward. War Prism died with 2 High Templars inside of it. 2 High Templars did manage to go out. Do we have a storm here? Showtime. Yes, we do have a storm. And we've got an overcharged battery. Big Daddy Immortal. Not Immortal. At the same time, Clem is dropping the main base. Showtime is trying to do whatever he can. It doesn't feel fair, man. Clem is so fast. How are you supposed to keep up with all of this nonsense? Showtime is going to use a recall, but not before losing 4 Stalkers. Clem picks up these units and gets the hell out of here. And this base is very exposed. High Templar does have 2 storms available, and he will be able to cast both storms. But we're starting to lose a lot of probes. Guys, did Showtime make any big mistakes? Is there anything that he really did wrong? I feel like he didn't play that bad. It's just that Clem is so damn good. He's so fast. Showtime does have 2-2. And if we have 2 Colossi out, I mean, even without Thermal Lens, they can definitely have a big positive impact on this game. But we need them right now. Oh, do we have any storms? It seems like we do not. That means that we don't have that much firepower here on the side of Mr. Mao. We do have another overcharged battery. Immortal lives a little bit longer than it should have. Showtime has money in the bank. He can obviously warp in a couple of Stalkers, maybe in High Templar or 2. He's going to clean up the mines. Don't lose the Observer. Okay. Whew. It's exhausting to watch this, I'll be honest. But, I mean, we need Thermal Lens though. We need it now. Yeah, exactly. Well done, Showtime. Showtime fires up Thermal Lens in the back of his natural. Takes a little while before it kicks in. He's hanging in there, guys. Now, the fact that we haven't made it past the halfway mark of this map since the first 4 Stalkers is always a bit worrisome. Widowmine's getting some good connections. First, Liberators are about to show up too. We need to take out these Liberators almost immediately. There is a blink. The first Liberator dies, but the second one is going to live for a long time. And it's going to get so many shots off. There are so many Marauders still left. First Colossus falls. The second Colossi falls. And even a couple of SCVs made it to the other side of the map. GG. Clem takes the 1-0 lead. I look at this, guys, and wow. You lean back. You're like, holy fuck. This kid plays at such an insane pace. Now, sure, Showtime made a couple of boo-boos with the Stalkers early on. Like, we lost that first Stalker. It's like, okay, whatever. He killed 9 Marines. Then he lost those 2 Stalkers because he misrallied them, and that got a bit ugly. And I feel that's all you need to give Clem. Just that little bit of room to show off, like, that insane speed that he has, that insane multitasking, and I don't think Showtime played bad at all. I just think Clem played amazing. That's honestly my summary of game 1. Like, I also think that Clem is too good to rely on like making a whole bunch of Zealots and Stalkers and get good fights. Because the main reason why Zealots and Stalkers really work is that often you get either overwhelming numbers, or it just becomes a bit too much to micro everywhere for the Terran, and then the bio doesn't run back properly anymore, and then Zealots really get on top of bio units, and they can truly shine. But Clem is always running, he's always moving, and then it's very hard to get favorable trades with your Zealots. What's Clem average APM? 1000? It's definitely not 1000, but that kid is fast. Still a pretty good first game. It does give me some hope for the rest of the series. I wouldn't mind a Stargate build here in game 2. And that's not because I always want to see Stargate builds, because that's actually not the case, guys. Just because I like playing Stargate doesn't mean I want to see it. But I think a Stargate opening is just a really good way in nullifying the biggest strength of Clem. And that is opening the door for him to make sick plays. Against Stargate, you just kind of need to be defensive, and you kind of just need to sit back sometimes and macro up. And then maybe Showtime can get some of those proper scary Protoss armies, where it's not all about microing 4 or 5 units anymore. Here we go.
Round 2, fight!
In the top left side, we're looking at the main base of Mr. Mauer, representing Team Big, Berlin International Gaming. It is Showtime. In the bottom right side, we're taking a look at the main base of the French Wonder Kid. Raynor refers to him as the Kid. It is Team Liquid's Clem. Fun fact, Clem is actually older than Raynor. Not by a whole lot. It's 3 to 4 months. Something like that. But yeah, true story. That hoodie looks fancy. This hoodie is a lot of things. It's definitely not fancy, but I do like it. It's Team Clash's hoodie. I've got a couple of them. It's actually a little bit short right now on me. And that's not because I grew in height, guys. We'll keep it at that. We don't need to go into more details than that. Good stuff, Kev. Love the break. Yo, Froden! Oh my goodness! Dan, the motherfucking man in my chat! That's awesome. What's up, Dan? I always love watching the stories, mate. Seems like you're living a great life. Guys, Froden recently got engaged. It's awesome. Congrats, mate. Obviously, you already wrote it before. Love the blue hair, too. Thanks for stopping by, man. That's really cool. We're just getting blessed, guys. We have Smick stopping by. And a little chat with Mr. Bitter just the other day. And now we've got Froden stopping by. How cool is that? Showtime is going Twilight again, apparently. And Clem is going to play Triple CC again. Yeah, I really like Triple CC builds against Twilight, because when I'm on the other side, obviously I am quite often, it's where I struggle. I'm not sure if I should try to hit like some sort of a Zealot Stalker all-in timing, or if I should just go up to 4 bases. But then you face that scenario, like I mentioned before, where it feels the Bioball gets very big, and there is way more micro potential in the Terran army than the Protoss army. And if you go up to Colossus early on, well, then all of a sudden it just feels like you're going to get dropped left, right, and center. Fun seeing so many old friends in the chat. My goodness, guys. VIP visits from Dan. I love it. Anyone see that new Mortal Kombat trailer? I have not. But I do like the song. Mortal Kombat. You know, guys, 7 years ago when I lived in Rancho Cucamonga and I started actively streaming, or actually it's 8 years ago now, a lot of my initial streams were together with Froden. It was really cool. We would often have like the setup where one of us would be playing and then the other one would be doing all the chatting. Just reading chat and interacting with chat, and we basically went live almost every single day after I don't know, NESL broadcast or something. We'd come home, have a little snack, sometimes go to the gym, play some racquetball, and then we'd be at home and we'd fire up a little stream. One of us would be playing, the other one would be chatting, and then we'd swap around. Those were really fun streams. A lot of people like those. And I definitely like them too. So it seems like Showtime is going to be a bit more aggressive this time, guys. Now, obviously, since Clem is opening up Triple CC, it means that the factory is very late, and Showtime is kind of doing what we like to call the parting, right? 4-gate, Blink Stalker, War Prism, yada yada. You guys know the drill. The way you normally deal with this is obviously tanks. Now, you can't really have any tanks if you open up Triple CC, Triple Barracks before factory. Or maybe 2 barracks and then a factory. But what you will have is a lot of bio units. Showtime needs to be really careful here. One bad blink and this game is over. We'll see. Clem hasn't seen a whole lot right now. Clem hasn't seen jack shit. Alright guys, here we go. Can he imagine if he gets the tech lab? I don't know if he can ever get the tech lab. He's gonna... God, is he gonna micro? He's gonna stay around? What are we doing, Showtime? He's just gonna stick around. Guys, look at this Guardian Shield, okay? I want you guys to hype up the Guardian Shield with me. Hey, we're gonna get a kill on the starport. That's pretty big. Stim is finishing up in 5 seconds. We're not gonna get that. Showtime is not trying. Oh my god. Oh, what are we gonna have? Guardian Shield? Couple Winter Mines? It looks pretty promising for Showtime. Clem stims forward. Needs to take care of the sentry. Doesn't really do it yet. All of a sudden it feels like we don't have that many bio units, but we've got 1,000,000 stalkers. Some extra units showing up from the natural. The Marauder count is low. Showtime! Get out of there, Showtime. It's been pretty good so far. And that's an understatement. It's been very good. Especially because he killed the starport. This is not something we ever see. Somebody killing a starport. There was another one in the natural. Bunker lives. It's good for Showtime, but it's not good enough yet. Because this Nexus is obviously very late, so we need a bit more. Because right now Showtime's army sucks. So if this game stabilizes for a minute, he's dead. So he needs more and he knows it. Ah, a lot of low HP Marauders, but they're so powerful still. They're 15 marker advantage, but 15 worker advantage doesn't mean that much against triple orbital. Like, it's obviously nice and it's where you want to be, but we still do not have charge. We don't have any forge upgrades. So I still think Showtime needs a little bit more. Ah, this is sick actually. The fake with the War Prism in the main allows him to pick off the bunker in the natural, but the unit count is getting up there for Clem. This game is far from over. Clem throws down a scan because he wants to know where Showtime is at. And now we can see this this Nexus finishing up. Does Showtime, do we not have a forge? We have a forge, we're just not using it. I don't know, man. It's only Stalkers against a couple of Marauders, but these are not fights that you win because the Marauder count is just a little bit too high at this point. Showtime is getting one Colossus. I really wouldn't mind a single Immortal when you know your opponent has this many Marauders. This is gonna try again with more Stalkers. Clem picks up a Marauder. Does not pick up... No, he picks up both. He just saved both Marauders. What a sicko. Clem is such a sicko. Clem needs to scan though. He needs to kill the Obs. Oh man, there's 2 observers. Gets the medevac. Now Clem throws down the scan, sees the first observer, does not see the second one anymore. Showtime is finally getting charged 8 minutes into the game. While all of this has been taking place, he created a 21 worker advantage. So the 15 worker advantage was good. But if you don't have any robo units or you don't have a forge, it's honestly not enough to win the game. Now we're 21 workers ahead, or we were at least. As he does lose another observer. I'm still worried for Showtime, but obviously it's looking promising. The big his army does suck though. Marauders with Stim are so good against Stalkers. What do we have at home? What about a battery exactly? Prism in the bottom left. Showtime lost this observer too. I'm actually happy to see Clem being a lot better in picking off the Ops, because I think that's one thing that really hurted him when he played against Zest at IEM. Those observers were just sitting on top of his army for minutes straight. It was really uncharacteristic. And I thought it may have something to do with the lights. Showtime has no vision, man. This is gonna hurt. Clem is still gonna win this game, guys. 1-1 bio. Triple drop in the main. Sure, we do have Colossi, but this is where we are entering the pain train. And this pain train is a long as ride. Is it as long as Moscow to Siberia? The Trans-Siberia Express? Pretty much, guys. When you're playing a PvT against Clem and this is your vision, look at Showtime's vision now. This is actually reliving a horror movie, but then in a game of StarCraft. Everywhere you look, there are units. It's so hard not to take damage. Good force fields though. Clem a little bit late with the pickup. Oh, and he actually gets the medevac, and the War Prism has made its way into the back of the main base. This is perfect. Yeah, defending without vision is scary, but best defense is offense. Showtime getting a crap ton of Zealots. I love that hold position too, getting a couple of extra hits off on those SCVs. Seems like Clem was able to get a cancel on the fort base during all of this. This is a pretty tense game, guys. I have no idea. Since we don't have any Vikings, and the Colossi count is at 3, if Showtime can make it to the other side of the map without like dying at home, he's probably winning. But can he actually make it to the other side of the map? That's the big question. We have 1,000 gas in the bank. Templar Archives would be sick. Look at this Guardian Shield, by the way. Underrated, guys. Underrated. It's important. Protoss players do not get enough credit for popping Guardian Shields and dropping Revelations. You guys think it's easy flying around with an Oracle, dropping a Revelation, hitting the target? It's not easy. Clem, his medevacs is so low on HP, but he's still just going to drop. And we'll find an opening, but at the same time, Showtime has managed to squeeze in a few more Zealots in the main base. Clem will take care of this. How's this fight going in the main? It's not going all that good. Now at the same time, we're fighting on the right side. Clem is finding the opening he was looking for, but now he needs to get the hell out of there as 2 more Colossi are about to show up. Units in the main base are still doing alright. How are these units still doing this alright? Stalkers blink forward trying to get the medevac kills. Man, Clem is so good. Wants to get the cannon here, does get the cannon and gets out of there. He's thinking about going up this ramp. This is an awesome game. It's actually so close, it's really hard to say who's winning. Obviously Showtime is 20 workers ahead, but Clem has 30 army supply more. And we know that all he needs is a little opening. One drop is all it takes. Falling in love with Clem. Possibilities. Slight oversaturation. Might want to take these gases. What about a double robo here, guys? Wouldn't double robo be sick? Why don't we have double robo? Seems like Clem lost one of his medevacs. Did unpower the forge temporarily. Scan. Bam. Nope. Scans the army instead. Oh, disruptor! Wow, that was actually a surprisingly big connection. These connections are normally not that big. Clem is an absolute monster in avoiding these balls. Scan goes down at the fort base. Things are starting to look better and better for Showtime, guys. The only thing I'm sad about is no second robo. I feel like we have the economy, we have the setup, we have the infrastructure to support double robo. As another Nova goes forward. Clem, you need... This one is hard to see, to be honest, but... It is really one of the most important skills to have in a TVP. Spotting those observers and taking care of them. Playing Protoss with vision is a million times easier than playing it in the dark. Clem just casually kiting halfway across the map. Units on the left side are not getting the best fight though. Showtime left a couple of zealots behind. We do have this tiny drop making another appearance in the back of the natural. But Showtime will take care of this too. I love everything that Showtime is doing now. He even has observer speed. Which, no, he has War Prism speed. I thought he had observer speed. War Prism speed is pretty good too. But why don't we have a second robo? It would be so nice. Killed his own zealot with a Nova, but no biggie. Needs to, I want to say, repower the forge, but he has already done that. I mean, during all of this, all this craziness that we are watching and witnessing unfold in front of our eyes on Showtime's side of the map, Clem meanwhile got a very casual 4-base setup going, and he's even trying to go up to 5 bases. He is working off double starport in the main and got a Ghost Academy. Like, how you're able to do all of that while fighting non-stop is beyond me, but... You know, these Terrans, they're capable of crazy things. Showtime is 1700 gas. Now obviously building a million Archons is not necessarily always the right thing to do. Ooh. Showtime's army is not as good as it looks though, guys. It's a lot of gateway units. I'm a bit concerned about that. Like, Clem is now maxed out, and I actually think Clem has the better army. If you look at the power units of Showtime, what does he have? 2 Colossi, 3 Disruptors. The rest of the army is really not that good. Oh man, I'm afraid that this is going to be a bad fight for Mr. Mauer. Maybe a bit too tunnel visioned. He's so heavy on the Stalkers. In Wings of Liberty, we often mention the Stalker Syndrome. Now, engaging into an army like this is still difficult because of the Disruptors. We don't have the Ghost upgrade, that is worth mentioning. So maybe Archons are a little bit better than they normally are. Beautiful Guardian Shield, by the way, guys. Magnificent. Oh, Viking positioning. Well, a lot of Stalkers are in range. Showtime actually making the best of his army there. The fight at the front not going that well. First Nova connects with a Ghost. Okay, Clem really needs to get the Ghost upgrade. It's actually a bit of a blunder that he doesn't have it. The radius becomes 17 times as big. That is mathematically proven, by the way. I've got facts to back it up. There's the second robo! Finally! As Showtime just casually runs towards the planetary fortress, gets on top of the planetary, and he kills it. Now he does still need to get out of here, because that is a crap ton of bio units. One final Nova. Connects with a couple of units. Fight on the right side, not going all that bad. War Prism is going to warp in even more Zealots. Showtime, I think we should maybe just get out of here. Should we get out of here? I think we should get the fuck out of here. Like right about now. Run! It's that Instagram TikTok thing, you know, like run. Not a bad fight. Considering Showtime's army, I honestly think he made the best of that fight. Clem is getting the Ghost upgrade. Showtime actually has a 2 upgrade advantage at this point. Yeah. After killing a couple ghosts, he's gonna make a million Archons. Why the hell not? Does Clem have advanced... Does Showtime even know? Yeah, he walked past his planetary. I think he didn't know at first. Now we get double Liberator harass. My number one concern for Mr. Mauer in this game is that soon he's about to take a fight where he gets absolutely annihilated. Because if he fights 3-3 Bio and Liberators with Advanced Ballistics and Ghosts with EMP... Oh, Disruptor! Close. This might still... Oh, those EMPs were pretty good though. Those EMPs were pretty good. This is a planetary Showtime. You don't want to be here. Yeah. Showtime, you need to build a better army, mate. We are not gonna kill Clem with Zealots and Stalkers. The Disruptors, I like those. An Archon or 2, yeah. I don't think anybody ever hates that. But we need some Storms, we need some Colossi or Immortals or even Carriers for all I care. Clem's army is not massive here, but it's still pretty good as Showtime is forced to run to the Liberation Zones. The first Nova doesn't connect at all. We have more Stalkers showing up. Okay, Clem should probably chill for a split second. Or maybe he feels like there is no time to chill, but it's so many Stalkers. But we have extra Disruptors. Disruptors are good. And now we're getting some Colossi again. Those are also good. This is a sick game. And Showtime has now lost 4,000 resources more than Clem did. I mean, the main base is technically very open. That's why, like, a second Robo is nice to have early on, because then you can build like an additional War Prism as these armies are getting close to each other. This is an awesome match. Grand Finals worthy. That's for sure. With the amount that they've been fighting, for their money to be as low as it is it's pretty sick. Oh, DTs can absolutely mess Clem up a bit, as we don't have any turrets. We're gonna have to scan. Clem does scan. Armies getting close to each other in the center. 7 SCVs went down. Do we have... yeah. I mean, Clem's never really had the money for a fusion core, so Liberators are about to have +2. +2 is a very, very, very big upgrade for Liberators, guys, because once they have +2, they will 2-shot Stalkers. Well, normally Liberators have massive overkill, because they will take 3 shots to kill a Stalker, so the first 2 shots take like 90% of his health. And then you massively overkill the final one. Once you have +2 on the ship weapons, Stalkers will just melt. Showtime has outmaneuvered Clem's army successfully though, and picks off the planetary and finds 20 SCVs during all of this too. Clem says eye for an eye, wants to take out the Nexus. Will Showtime recall? He could recall, but he's not going to recall. So we're gonna base trade? It seems like we are sort of going to base trade. The planetary is getting a lot of decent shots in, but obviously cannot withstand an entire army. So it's now 2 bases for 2 bases. Showtime has a slightly bigger army. Uh oh, the robots are about to be unpowered. Clem, you need to scan or EMP. Decides to go for the EMP. If you want to go up that ramp, Showtime, you're gonna have to do it soon, because you don't want to go up that ramp if there's like 6 Liberators. Showtime has a lot of money though. Well, final orbital of Clem. Every orbital you lose is obviously a very painful one. I don't know who's gonna win this. How many Liberators do we have? 4. 4 is breakable. Okay, Showtime recalled. Clem, he recalled. Wait, he left half his army on the side. That's so crazy. Showtime? Do we have enough here? I don't... Okay, with the extra units coming in, we do. Great snipe on the Disruptor. But we have cannons and batteries and overcharge. You don't want to take this fight, Clem. You know how powerful an overcharge battery is. What have we got here? Marines and SCVs fighting. Zealots and Archons fighting on the right side. It's fucking mayhem. That's what this game is. Is that the final orbital? Oh my god, is that the last orbital? Guys! That is the last orbital. No! Showtime! Why didn't you kill it? He still had DTs. I mean, then again, we have 6 ghosts. But still. I think Showtime has done it, guys. It's a big army. It's a mobile army. He still has a base up and running on the left. Okay, Zealot's getting a little ahead of the party. Showtime coming in from every angle. Careful with your Colossi, Showtime. I think Clem needs to go for it. Yeah, splits off a couple of Marauders. Disruptors coming in from the bottom. They get picked off. The Colossi get picked off. No, not like this. Mr. Mauer, not like this. Oh my goodness. Oh no, Clem, you are not allowed to win this game.
That's fucking illegal.
No Terran is allowed to win this game. We have SCVs. Oh, Showtime, why? Why were the Colossi so exposed? Why? Why did the Zealots run up this ramp ahead of the party? But Showtime still has an income. So I think he can still win. Do we still have the Dark Shrine? Yes, we do. Oh no, why are you making this so close? What a sick-ass game. Ah, it's okay. I think it's okay, guys. I think it's okay. Well, I say that. Don't forget that we did lose double Robo. If he would have killed this orbital, this game is over. 1000% sure. What an amazing game. This is StarCraft! Clem throws down a scan and realizes that Showtime doesn't just have the base at 9 o'clock, but is taking the base with the double Rich Vespian Geyser too. Clem's army is right now way better than Showtime's army. But Showtime's army... Is he gonna fight? I don't know if he wanna fight Showtime. I really don't know. That's a lot of goals. As a matter of fact, he's gonna fight! I think Showtime could lose the game. Obviously, if he cleans up the army, he wins, but his army sucks! The Terran army is better than your army! There is nothing you can do as a Protoss. All the Stalkers run away. It's unbelievable. Clem is gonna win this goddamn game. Pardon my French, but... No, 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 no. Oh, why did we fight? Why didn't we just run circles? Lose a base, rely on some cannons, throw out some bullshit, kill the orbital, snipe some goals, warp in DTs. Okay, we only have 2 goals left. Oh, 1 DT at a time, guys. 1 invisible man at a time. Do we have a scan? Yes, we have 1 scan. No, okay. Showtime will at least keep this base safe, but... Clem, what are we doing? Does he have another scan? He has another EMP. Oh my god, it's over. These cannons are actually not enough to keep him safe at this point. One very brave Dark Templar does blink forward. That's all it really is. I mean, outrageous game. Clem only has 2 SCVs, guys. 2 SCVs. Showtime does have much better income. But he's got no army. Oh, yes, every unit that he kills is pretty big. Oh, the goals, they got picked up in the medevac. We still have 3 goals. Showtime warping in 1 DT at a time. This game is outrageous. How many scans do we have? 0? Soon 1? How much money is left on these mineral patches? 600, 600, so around 25-ish hundred. Do we have any other money? No. Oh my god. Do we still have an eBay? Yes, we have an eBay. Clem, you have 3 SCVs. What about a turret? I know you're very broke right now. Oh my god. He might actually never be able to get up a turret. How much? There's quite a bit of energy on the ghost. Ah, this is so sick. Is he gonna just blink DTs in 1 by 1? Yes, he does! He tried to kill some... I don't know what he killed. A Marine, I guess. Oh! EMP lands, but there are more Dark Templars. Showtime is sending him in 1 by 1. Clem needs a turret, and he needs it now. Good EMP. How many... Oh my god. I have never seen anything like this. This is... No! The ghost! The ghost! The ghost! Oh my god! Oh, Showtime is long distance mining now of the base with the rich Vespian gases. As 1 more DT gets EMP'd and killed. Wait, Clem taps out? Clem taps out? He could have just built a turret, no? Why did he tap out? He could have just killed the turret. I don't know why he just tapped out, but he tapped out. I mean, 1 DT at a time, I guess. But it's 1 base against 1 base. That base is gonna mine out too. I don't think he had to leave there. He still has an eBay. He had a couple SCVs. He could have built a turret. He didn't do it. As an absolutely insane game. Wow. I mean, both players obviously having a couple of insane moves, displaying very high level StarCraft. Showtime had it. Let's not forget about that. Like that fight in the center top right, absolutely atrocious fight. First the Zealots all run in and die. Then 2 Colossi stand by themselves with 3 Stalkers. Then 2 Disruptors show up. And then the rest of the army came from the right with the Archons. Oh. I'm sad he left there, guys. I'm sad he left. Because I don't think that game is totally over now. Obviously, one orbital fucking sucks. No, having like almost no SCVs, like 4 or 5 SCVs sucks. But I think if he builds one turret there, it's one base against one base. There's way more minerals left on that side of Clem. And it's not like Showtime will all of a sudden just explode again with triple Robo, Colossus, Disruptor. No, he lost the Robos. I mean, he could maybe do a Zealot Swarm after like a minute or two, but it's very hard to run Zealots into barracks. I would have loved to see him try a bit more. He was doing so good. And Showtime was actually long distance mining too. A turret. Or an offensive turret would have been big. And a defensive turret would have been very big too. But I don't think that base was like that important. Like, yeah, obviously there's 2,500 minerals left, but Clem's army was worth 2,500 minerals, and that army was good enough to kill a gateway army of 2,500 minerals. What a game. I'm very sad that he left, though, guys. I'm so sad that he left. I wanted to... I'm not saying that he would win for sure, but he got so far. He made it so damn close. Ah. I'm reading the chat reaction. You guys going as crazy. He had an eBay. He had an eBay in the main. I checked for it. That's why DT shouldn't exist. No. Complete opposite. That game proves why Dark Templar should exist. That game was amazing. That was one of the most fun games I've seen since the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice ended. Because let's not pretend we didn't have amazing games during IEM, because we did. He had an eBay in the main, guys. I checked for it. 100% he had an eBay. Even Clem has a threshold of pain he can take. Just another Monday night, guys. Wow. Just another Monday night. Man, these weekly cups are so sick. Can you guys believe the entertainment we get out of ESL just deciding to run a tournament once a week on every server? Now, is the European weekly the best out of the 3? Obviously. But still. So sick, guys. The winner of this tournament gets 200 bucks. We do not give out any EPT points. I believe first or second week of April is when EPT points will be on the line again. Oh, I'm gonna need a moment, guys, but I'll do introductions. Top left side of Romanticide. This man has just tied it up, but I think it costed him an arm and a leg. It is Showtime. Hype, hype, hype. Mr. Maurer, amazing fucking game. I do want to see his second Robo a bit earlier, that's for sure. And in the bottom right side, look in the main base of a truly special individual. This kid is so incredibly talented, and I think that last game was just another example of how good he truly is. Team Liquid's Clem. His army was basically 4 Marauders, 5 or so Medevacs, and 3 goes out of energy. Yes! But what was Showtime's army? 3 Dark Templars. I think Clem wanted to go to bed early. That's a lie. Clem never goes to bed early. As far as I know, Clem is... actually, these days, guys, I'm a little bit worried about Clem. I believe he's making the wrong friends. They're making him stay up and play Counter-Strike till 5 AM, and I don't like it. Now, obviously, there are worse things in life, but I still really don't like it. I want to see this sweet French boy just fire up some ladder games, watch Cup StarCraft streams, and not stay up till 5 AM and play Counter-Strike. Nah, I'm kidding. He should do whatever the hell he wants. He's clearly incredibly good at StarCraft and still getting better. So, if he enjoys playing some Counter-Strike or whatever the hell he's playing on this side, it's fine. I just hope that, you know, they won't take him from us. You guys know that, I believe his name is Elish, right? Elish, who plays or played for Team Liquid. He actually used to be a StarCraft 2 player for a very, very long time. And before that team, and he became as good in Counter-Strike as they are, I met him once at an airport, and he came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, just want to say I really like the StarCraft stuff you guys do. I'm actually a StarCraft player myself, but I became a Counter-Strike player now." I was like, "Oh, sick, what's your name?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I've seen you." I think he played Terran. So we had a little chat about StarCraft. And then later on, like, I don't really follow Counter-Strike, and people are like, no, he's really fucking good. Like, he's one of the best players in NA right now. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. Somebody that really was actively involved with the StarCraft scene, followed the StarCraft scene. I think played in some NA Cups and stuff. Switched over to Counter-Strike and became a monster. These games are live, but we do have a 2-minute delay. As a caster, you are forced to have a 2-minute delay during the weekly. I saw that we just broke 4,000 viewers for a Monday evening. Obviously, we did get hosted by Wardy and Gabe. But still, I think that's pretty sick. Thank you guys so much. Now, I want to talk to you guys about a new game I've been playing. It's called Raid Shadow Legends. Just kidding. We won't do that. Just kidding, guys. Just keeping you sharp, okay? Hello, Maney. Showtime opening up 1 gate, Stargate, fast expand obviously, and 2 more gateways. So it's once again a little bit similar to what we saw on Pillars of Gold against Gabe. I'll be honest, I don't think it's necessary to do this opening. I think you can go much quicker Twilight and then gateways, but I'm also not going to pretend like I know better than Showtime, because I don't. There are some builds and maybe openings that could kill you if you go Stargate and Twilight before the extra 2 gateways. But if you can buy enough time for yourself and then hold, then you just straight up win the game. You're not even just in a good spot, you're in an amazing game position. I should upload this on YouTube. I could actually. I could upload the game on YouTube. If you guys want me to, I can do that. By the way, guys, I just had a... we see Maynard in the chat. Now, I know why Maynard is watching. Maynard looks at Showtime, and Maynard is all about like, oh, Showtime.
Mein Liebchen.
I get it, Maynard, I get it. But, you know what's better than hearing Maynard say Mein Liebchen? That is actually checking in with Pig. Because Pig has also been watching these games. He's lurking in the chat. And I had a live update from Pig during these final moments of the previous game. And I just want to let you guys know how Pig really felt about that game we just witnessed on Death Aura.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Pig gets a little bit excited when the games get close. Fuck guys, I'm losing my Australian friends. Well, not Maynard, but Pig. Pig is gonna be fed up with me one day. So goddammit, you're ruining my career. What's up, Parsicore? Shout out to V-Shark, by the way, for gifting a subby to M. Canning. I appreciate it, V-Shark. Thank you. Speaking of V-Shark, guys, we will talk a little bit about the V-Shark Invitational. Wow, 4 more gateways going up, guys. Mr. Mauer is switching things up. He's like, whatever happens, happens. We're not going to do that shit again. Almost closed the stream. I was kidding, guys. I was kidding. Alright. So Clem is still on 2 bases. Does Clem know about the amount of gateways that Showtime has? I don't think he does. If Clem moves out and gets swarmed by 1,000,000 zealots in the center of the map, he's pretty dead. Wow. What? How did that car not activate the stasis trap? Clem doesn't know, guys. Clem probably just thinks that Showtime probably has like a couple of zealots. Oh, this is big. That's such a big... yes, turn around. Oh, Clem, I love it. See, there are so many Terran players that are stubborn. And they stay scout and they're like, oh, we have quite a few zealots already. But then they still just make the same move out as they would make against Phoenix Colossus. But Clem sees... What did he see? Like 7-8 zealots? He's like, whoa, wait a minute. I have the feeling that you probably have 1,000,000 zealots with charge. And that's very different than what you're doing before. And now all of a sudden, I think this is becoming awkward for Showtime. Because what can he really do with all the zealots he has? Well, slowly but steady recycle them. But attacking into Widow Mines is not really an option. I love that by Clem. That just shows the fucking game sense that this kid has. Yeah. Absolutely perfect.
Absolutely perfect!
There's so many Terrans who are still stubborn and will still make the move out that they wanted to make. But I feel like Clem, just by seeing a few more zealots than he expected to see, he's like, wait a minute. You've been spamming gateways, haven't you? You still mad that Clem left that game? You shouldn't. That was an amazing game. Maybe one day, maybe some of you guys here, that's great YouTube content for all of you. You guys can just subscribe to my channel. No, just kidding. You can just get the replay. I think they upload these replays anyway. Upload the replay and then resume the game from replay. There you go, guys. Clem is making all of you rich. You are now too a YouTube content creator. Make sure to go for a catchy stream title in caps lock, of course. And put your hands on your head while... Oh my god, can we win the... Oh my... Man, that's so many zealots. That's so many fucking zealots. Oh no. This feels like one of my own letter games. I've been here, guys. This is like record scratch. You probably wonder how we ended up here. Alright, now if we have a couple of disruptors and take care of the mines, maybe. That's a really good Nova. Showtime should have mined this out. Because, like, imagine if he can send 10 zealots via here through the mineral patches, then come in through this ramp. Yeah, then all of a sudden it's not that bad that you have this many zealots. But if all these zealots have to run into multiple widow mines, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Beautiful Guardian Shield, guys. Magnificent. Look at how it covers the entire army. Showtime sends the Nova. Clem with a great split, of course, as always. Throws down his scan. Showtime lifts one of the widow mines. There are more mines in the back of this army. Ah, that's a good shot. Did he just lose his observer? I think he did. Showtime? Why didn't we mine out the minerals, mate? Do we have... Nope. Like maybe sending like 5 or 6 zealots now into this base. That would obviously be a fine play too. I don't think there is any need to have 26 defensive zealots. Come on, Showtime. 20 zealots would probably serve the same purpose. These were my shots hurt. It's also almost impossible to get a great fight with Zealot Disruptor because Zealots storm forward and you're gonna blow them up with your own Novas. Clem is playing this in a very risky manner now because we still have a couple of Phoenixes too. But I do like the idea of going for a drop. Oh man, he's fighting a lot of damage. Zealots obviously not the greatest units in the universe. Oh my god. Clem is just putting on a clinic. You ever wonder how to kill a guy with 1,000,000 Zealots, guys? Well, here you have it. Yeah, I can't even be upset. My Protoss heart has no right to complain. Clem is just incredible. Gets out of there, obviously, when it's time to go home. He's doing an amazing job in keeping Showtime at 3 bases. Very, very well done. This is kind of more of what I wanted to see of the way when like Zess was building 1,000,000 Zealots. Oh, these Widowmine shots. Okay, some decent Novas there, finally. But Showtime needs a whole lot more than a couple of decent Novas. Doesn't it feel that Clem is playing Archon mode? I know that I'm fanboying pretty hard here, guys, but I'm honestly amazed by the performance of this kid. He makes StarCraft 2 look pretty effortless. It's like similar to obviously Raynor and Serral, right? They can do so many things and make it look pretty easy, like they're just playing a game. I'm just sitting here wondering how one man can do all of this. Showtime is getting a couple of good Novas off, and I kind of like the way that Mr. Mauer is quote-unquote stabilizing. But he's obviously being contained. He's stuck on 3 bases. Should have really mined out these minerals a long time ago. I'll stand by that. What do you do if you're Showtime, guys? More Disruptors? Try to get some Colossi out. Do we have Thermal Lands? No, we don't. He has 8 Disruptors, but... good hit. Finally a good hit. The thing is, Clem can make these trades for days. Clem can obviously go double starport during this, can start adding in some Liberators with advanced ballistics. And as long as he is containing Showtime on 3 bases, he knows that this game is his to lose. Kudos to Showtime for not dying, but he's on life support right now. And it's basically, we are right now his Protoss family, and the doctors are asking us, do you really want to keep him alive any longer? And we're like, yes. We believe that he can wake up. And he is kind of waking up, guys. He just blinked. He squeezed my finger. As he gets a couple of zealots in the main base and finally finds a little bit of damage on the other side of the map. And this could maybe give Showtime the opportunity to finally get up to 4 bases. Well, for a split second. This is like where the dog. Are you sure he blinked? Yes! He blinked! He squeezed my finger! We don't want to pull the proc. He can still wake up. Oh, alright. We're back to life support, guys. It's. Oh. Look at these numbers. Oh! Seems like I missed the biggest Nova of them all. That's a lot of dead bodies on the floor. Right when it feels it's all extra ultra over, Showtime gets 2 massive hits. We almost pulled the plug there, guys. We're like, alright. Let him rest in peace. And he's like, no! He moved again! I think it's going to be a lot harder by the time we've got a whole bunch of Liberators with Advanced Ballistics and the 3-3 upgrades finish up, but... yeah, Showtime is doing whatever he can. Maybe if Clem makes some massive mistakes with the Liberators... no, he doesn't. Advanced Ballistics is done. Means the Liberators will have that extra range. Oh, Clem is going for... what are we going to drop? Are we going to drop the main? This is very risky. And one might say a little bit unnecessary, but Showtime is not aware of this. And now this army is going to show up here. Are we going for the main or... oh my god. This is a proper D-Day invention if I've ever seen one. Hello there, guys. That is 200 supply of Terran showing up in your main base. Disrupt the shots. Trying to do whatever they can. Liberators are so powerful. I think that is going to be all C-Road. Showtime doing whatever he can, but he knows that this is not a fight that will ever turn out in a favorable manner for him. GG. Clem takes a 2-1 lead. He was obviously absolutely dominating the game with beautiful army movement and just keeping Showtime stuck on 3 bases. Honestly, this entire game comes down to, I think it was that Hellion scout, right? That Hellion that almost drove into the stasis. It didn't. Then it shows up and Clem was ready to make a traditional Terra move out where you're like, alright, let's see if we can try it. He's probably tacking up to Colossus. And for a split second, like 0.4 seconds, he sees a few more zealots than he's supposed to see, and I don't know if they had charged already or not. And he turns around again immediately. He's like, wait a minute, this motherfucker has been spamming gateways. Which is very different than when they go Phoenix into Colossus, because that obviously takes way more time. Just Clem making the correct choice, and then going very heavy on the mines. This is something that I would have loved to see during some of the IAM games too, where zealots are really good, guys. I'm not going to sit here with my Protoss bias and tell you guys that zealots are not good. Zealots are really good, but you're not supposed to beat world-class Terran players by only making zealots. And I think this game, Clem just put on a masterclass of how to take care of 1 million zealots. This is a tragedy in 4x. Roddy is funny today. I'm funny every fucking Monday, mate. At least I try, guys. I try. It's been 41 weeks of Roddy on the Monday evening, casting the European Pro Tour Weekly. And every week, guys, I look forward to it. We always have a ball. Shout out to the Renaissance for the 6 months of Twitch Prime, saying, I love you, Roddy. Cheers, mate. I love you too. Imagine starting game 4 and then realizing what it takes to beat Clem. Basically, a react of Death Aura. I'm like, well, can we do that? 2 games in a row. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Round 4. Fight.
In the top left side of Lightshade, we're looking at the main base of a man that's honestly playing one hell of a damn series. I've been really enjoying these games. He is falling short. He is down, but he's definitely not out yet. Mr. Mauer, it is showtime. Do you guys agree with me that he should have mined out those minerals, the mineral wall? Then he could have maybe set up a massive zealot flank, and we could have had some similar fights to the way that Zess had them. It was never going to be pretty, but I do think that would have made his life a bit easier. Like, I wasn't reading the chat during that game because Clem was doing a million things at once, and Showtime was also doing a million things at once. But I think... I wonder if you guys agree with me or not. In the bottom right side, we're looking at the main base of the Frenchman who's trying to get back-to-back victories in the European Pro Tour Weekly. Big Gabe, be careful, because I think 45 weeks into the future, this man could very well be tied with you in victories. It is Team Liquid's Clement. If Clem truly wants to win this cup every week, guys, how many victories will he have in 40 weeks? I think it's really gonna take. It's gonna take either Big Gabe on his absolute best day, Showtime on his absolute best day, or we're gonna need to see some more Jonas, Sotala, and Raynor appearances. Because if Clem can maintain this level, I just don't see people beating him. Like maybe in a best of 3. I feel like if anyone's gonna beat him, it's probably gonna be like Spots or something. Spots with some Void Ray Stalker nonsense, you know, in the round of 16, I believe. But in best of 5s, whew. I have no idea. Roddy's funny today. You should have seen Roddy on Saturday. I wasn't that funny on Saturday. I think I was just stupid on Saturday. I am not a fan of Roddy on Saturday. That was not my best showing. Today we are being sweet and having fun with StarCraft. Way better. Marmello, thank you very much for continuing the gifted sub you got from Showtime. Marmello made the Roddy shame emote, guys. So if you are a sub right now, go ahead. Roddy shame, all of them. Roddy, don't underestimate Showtime. I think I've been giving Showtime a lot of love, and I do a lot of things, but definitely not underestimate Showtime. I give credit where credit is due, and literally at the start of this game, I said both players have been playing an amazing best of 5. It's just that Clem is outrageously good. Showtime is very good. Clem is exceptional. That's just the way I kind of see it. Hey Roddy, tell us why Protoss is the best race. Because even Rotterdam can beat Grandmaster League with Protoss. If that's not enough evidence, then I don't know what is. You guys really think he could have done that with Terran or Zerg? I don't think so. Alright, so we're going back to Showtime. We're going back to Twilight Councils. I was reading Showtime type something. Let's not forget that the Death Aura game started off with 4-gate Blink Stalker. How insane was that game? That was the definition of action-packed. Felt like from minute 5 onwards. Oh, Showtime gets a good scout. He knows about the amount of Marines and he knows about double mine. And since he saw no add-on on the factory, he should know that it's most likely a triple. Clem! The boy is mortal, guys! What about me? Man, Clem is gonna be so sad. He's gonna be like, Sacre bleu! I only have 2 Widow Mines. That feeling when you show up in the Protoss main base with only 2 mines, while you're damn certain you made 3 mines.
This is #1 bullshit.
Yeah, now Protoss units are in position. Absolute #1 bullshit. I do like the Roddy Shame mode. It's pretty cute. It's funny. Why didn't Showtime change his plan? Start more tech after he saw that wouldn't be an attack? Well, he clearly tried, mate. He went double robo. But at that point, he was stuck at 26 Zealots. That's the record scratch. Now, one thing I think he could have done is while Clem was sometimes moving, let's say this was the bottom ramp of Romanticide, right? Clem sometimes was moving over here as we have Mind Drop, double Mind Drop. Maybe he left the other one. Oh, no! Scheisse 9. That's a decent amount of work, guys. That's just the stress that Clem brings, I guess. Wait, is that medevac stock? Yeah. So basically, if this was the bottom of the ramp of Romanticide, I feel a couple of times Clem's entire army was here. What I would have loved to see is Showtime grab 4 Zealots and then send them to the bottom into the third base. Because I think that would have made his life defensively a bit easier. And then maybe after like the 4 initial disruptors, maybe he could have gone up to Colossi or Immortal. But it's not easy, man, if you're being under such insane, immense pressure. Just like feeling confident enough while you're being contained and being dropped left, right, and center, and your zealots are being kited and wither mines are being placed everywhere. It's not easy to hit your transitions and be like, oh, let maybe get an Immortal now, maybe get some Storm now. Like what you feel is like, I need units and I need them now. And this is not the worst setup, right? Maybe Clem left that other mine on purpose because he obviously had the double mine drop hitting, so maybe it was part of the plan. Who knows? This is kind of what Showtime did against Gabe on Death Aura, where he had a Warp Prism 7 minutes into the game in the main base of the Terran. And this can honestly mess Terran players up, because at this point no Terran really leaves a lot of supply at home. Even if the Zealots do not have charge yet, Zealots are still pretty feisty. And that's a lot of SCVs falling. Some good force fields here by Showtime too. I'm loving this, guys. This is a lot of damage. It seems like the Widow Mines blew up on the SCVs. While we were taking a look at the fight, we do have a mine drop. We have another mine drop. Man, there is so much happening. And I'm a second late. So Showtime killing 14 SCVs. Obviously most of them with Zealots, but a couple of them I think from the friendly fire of the Widow Mines. I'll show you guys after the game, I promise. Clem is in trouble. Clem needs something. I actually like this start a lot by Showtime. Clem thinking of going up that ramp. Showtime spreading himself thin at this point. Warp Prism spots the medevac at the bottom. Like Clem has the bigger army, but Showtime has a much better setup. And it feels that Clem is pretty vulnerable in some locations. I think he's looking for that prism. The Observer of Showtime is golden. It allows him to bring all his units here. As Clem finds the prism. No, Clem. Oh, a little bit of a mistake. Warp Prism does die, but units in a very awkward spot. This obviously opens the door for this Widow Mine drop, but Showtime pays attention too. Well done, Mr. Mauer. Clem with the Unburrow. Nothing. Natural, nothing. Showtime, bulletproof. Denied. Well done, Showtime. Not taking really any... Wait, I heard a mine shoot. How is there still a mine here? Clem. Kind of a miss rally. Good. Not the best force fields. We'll keep it at not the best force fields, guys. 3 force fields and 90 damage on a Marauder. I've seen better. Man, it is about time for Showtime to fight. Like right now, I think Zealots and Stalkers, yeah, they can get the job done. If Clem's army grows a bit more, it probably won't get the job done. I don't know why they're both so eager to fight. There's obviously Widow Mines in this choke point. The force fields do go down. Clem does an amazing job in picking up those units. Yeah, Showtime has 1,000 minerals. I think he really wants to fight. He does not have Storm. He does not have Colossi on the way. He has 1,000,000 gateway units. It's good if we can surround this Terran army. Keep a close eye on the sentries, by the way, guys. We might get a Great Guardian Shield. And memes aside, we need a Great Guardian Shield. And this might be too much bio, man. Oh no, this might be too much bio for Zealots and Stalkers. We might need to transition, Mr. Mauer. Clem has lost 900 resources more than Showtime in this game. But I wonder how that's gonna look a minute from now. Clem's team a little bit late there. Yeah, this Terran army is so good. Oh, we need... I can't believe I would ever say this, but we need Storm. I hate to be that guy in the chat, Showtime, but I think we really need Storm here. He's gonna try one more time with Zealots, Archons, and Stalkers. Alright, Showtime does agree with you guys and me that we do need Storm as he fires up Storm. Clem's still losing 900 resources more than Showtime. Honestly, that's not bad for Mr. Mauer. But he has been stuck at 66 workers for quite some time, but Clem has obviously caught up to 61. And I have no time to be memey at all. They're playing 2 high-level StarCraft, guys. As we have a few more Zealots being wiped in. Clem gets a really good setup. These fights in general are incredibly good for the Terran, as these Widow Mines will connect with the Zealots. But Showtime is finding some success at the top. And that War Prism is coming back for seconds in the main base. The main base is very exposed. I mean, obviously when Clem puts this much of his resources just into units and being active out on the map, you are going to be weak somewhere. And it seems like he's weak in the main. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Clem kind of sandwiching this army. I wonder where Clem's supply is. I guess a lot of it is at home. Widow Mines getting some decent shots off, but Showtime does take care of all the mines and now even feels confident enough to blink forward. We don't have any Ghost, which means Archons are actually somewhat useful. That mine shot could have been worse. Not bad. I feel like Clem has a lot of units somewhere and he's not using them. Well, he's got 10 mines. Oh, this War Prism, guys. This War Prism could single-handedly win the game. Clem has no turrets. Clem is, I don't know, very eager on defending this planetary, I guess. War Prism did fly into the Widow Mine, so it's a low HP Prism, but it's still a lot of Zealots. Nah. I think the bio should be fine here. Well, Zealots doing whatever they can. +2 armor, pretty good. That Prism has been proper annoying. Showtime now feels like he's bought enough time for himself to go for his second robe in a Robo Bay. Showtime is playing a mighty fine game. He just needs to survive a little bit longer. But with 5 High Templars, we should be able to survive, right? We've got static defenses. We've got some Stormy Boys. We've got Stormy Boys. The first Stormy Boy does not storm. Overcharged battery saving the Nexus? No. War Prism friendly fire? But it's still good for Showtime though, guys. Like, yeah, losing a base sucks. But basically, Clem is now getting the answer for Storm, while Showtime is already getting Colossi. And Clem definitely doesn't have the answer for that yet. This has been, honestly, one of the best finals we've had in the European Pro Tour Weekly. When it comes to the level that both players are displaying, not just one. Incredibly high level series. Really fun to watch. I don't even have time to be funny or stupid. I just gotta appreciate the good StarCraft. But you know what, guys? I'm okay with it. Clem, I don't think you can attack into that many Stormy Boys. You don't have any Ghost here. Clem realizing Storm is ready. He still takes the fight, and he's actually doing pretty good. But now Zealots are coming in from behind. That's a really sweet move. That medevac is full of units. At the back of all of it, can the Stalkers pick it off? It seems like the answer is yes in the end. A force field from way in the back. I don't even know how that sentry had the range for that force field. Clem, for a man without any goals, did pretty good there. I did love the sandwich that Showtime had. Zealots coming in from the bottom was cool. Colossi are starting to show up, but Showtime, we need thermal lens. We need thermal lens. I believe that we will win if we get thermal lens. And Showtime agrees. EMP lands on the Archon. Man, this is so cool. What a game. What a series. Showtime needs to be a little bit careful. Colossi without thermal lens are nowhere near as good and impactful as Colossi with range. Because without thermal lens, they're kind of stupid. They just run into the front of your army, and then a couple of Marauders are like, oh cool, a Colossus. Nice. It would be a shame if we click on it. It's also like, what I would love to see from Showtime is just have like one more Zealot on position, you know, kind of the way that Zerg players always have a Zergling. I think that's something Protoss players can get a bit better at. We do have a War Prism. Oh no, the Prism got sniped, guys. One shot, one kill. As that Prism with a couple of High Templars inside of it goes down, but Showtime still gets a reasonable fight because the rest of his army is good. That Widow Mine shot is cash money as it lands in the center of that Protoss army, and a lot of the units lose HP. But yeah, like for instance, it's very hard for Terran players to take Expanse against Zero and Raynor and stuff because they always have a stupid Zergling on patrol and they know exactly when you're taking it, and then they will hit your base right before it's a planetary. I think that's something that maybe us Protoss nerds could learn from a little bit. Now obviously a Zealot is 2 supply, and A Zergling is half a supply, but still. Couple probes going down to Liberators, I guess, but let's just focus on the army. What's the Viking count, guys? We have 6 Vikings. The Orbital's making things a bit awkward. It's a Widow Mine, it's not a Liberator. Currently only have 1 Liberator out on the map. Pew, pew. Oh, this is a good moment to EMP, to be honest. All the Archons are clumped up. The EMPs are absolutely massive. I don't think Showtime can win this fight. When the EMPs are that big, and I mean, they kind of always are. Disruptor comes in from the top. That one gets picked off too. Oh, man. Showtime just doesn't have an army anymore, guys. Has he been building too many Nexi? No units. I don't know what's happening, but it feels like Showtime has no army. This Terran army is so much better. We need a big Nova. We need Steph Curry to right now become a Disruptor and give us a perfect 3 from half court. Showtime has lost 6k resources more, and I don't even know where it happened. In the center, I guess? Maybe that fight just recently? No? Oh. Little Marine run by does a lot of damage. Clem is gonna pick up these units and unload into the main base. It seems like the main base of Showtime is very exposed too. Man, I really thought Showtime was doing well. I thought so many things were going his way, but all of a sudden Clem has turned this game upside down. And Showtime is struggling. His units are on move command. He does land a good Nova, as Clem was busy microing the units in the main base. So getting a couple of goals is nice, but no, Showtime, you don't have any substance to this army. It's only Disruptors, and that can never be good enough. Oh, he does activate a battery overcharge to save a couple of them. Seriously, guys, where's the army? Where did it go? EMP lands on all the Disruptors. Clem is going to run away from these Novas. And now feels confident enough to turn around. Showtime does hold, and he does still have 82 probes. Does Clem know about the base in the bottom left? Yes, he does. Showtime is setting up a tiny run-by, but unfortunately this kind of shit is just useless. When there is a planetary, like 3 Zealots are never going to do a goddamn thing. I'm busy microing his army. It feels like this is obviously not Clem's entire army, and it almost feels like Clem is baiting Showtime and moving away from his static defenses as he's setting up the split, and now the Marines and Marauders will turn around and gun down every single Disruptor one by one. 1 or 2 of those Novas did connect, so it wasn't all that bad, but the worst thing about this with Showtime is that he lost almost all of his Robo units. I think Clem needs to disengage though. Clem needs to chill a little bit. Oh, we have High Templars coming in with some storms. Oh, decent. Okay. Marauders are low on HP, Marines are low on HP. Can Zealots and Stalkers save the day? Vikings are gonna land. Clem says this is where I will hold the line. And up the ramp he will hold the line. These games are just absolute barn burners. Clem is gonna send Vikings to harass this base in the bottom left. Because Showtime doesn't have any Colossi anymore, he's gonna use his Vikings to harass the probes. It's cool to see. Showtime did have better upgrades, so no wonder that the gateway units did pretty good. Extra Zealots coming in. We don't really have the million Widow Mines we had before, but Liberators are almost just as good. Here we do have these landed Vikings. Oh! That seemed like a decent Nova. I mean, Showtime has at least done an amazing job in surviving a very, very, very scary moment where it felt that he was running out of steam and had nothing. But now we have that situation again where his army is mostly gateway units. Oh, I wouldn't mind him hitting this base before it's a planetary. Finding some economic damage would be sick. We're going for this one? I don't know what we're doing, guys. We are gonna base trade. Unfortunately, this time we do not have a Dark Shrine. What we do have is Disruptors! Yes, one more! No. Oh my god, Showtime, that was close. Now in the end he's gonna lose at least one. Make it 2. Beautiful target fire by Clem. Going for the low HP Disruptor there during the recall. This is where things get awkward because a couple Stalkers stand no chance. Means Showtime losing some expensive units here. But he is in the natural of Clem. Guys, Death Aura round 2. Here we go again. War Prism makes it into the main. You don't break this though. I don't think you break this. And Showtime already recalled the Disruptor, so he cannot recall the rest of the army. What he can do is land a couple storms. Kill that base, please, in the bottom. Yeah, there you go. Good job by Showtime. Might get a couple Liberators here. That'd be big. Getting Liberators would be big. Gets the Liberators, as Showtime also is doing pretty well with a fight over here on the left. The Zealots, man, these games are so nuts. As the EMP does connect with a couple of Zealots, but Showtime has an overwhelming amount of units here. Clem's units are on the way though, guys. The reinforcements are coming. Liberators are gonna siege up. Justice reigns from above.
Justice reigns from above.
You don't want to fight in range of 5 Liberators, that's for sure. High Templar, Stormy boys! Okay. Oh my god! Oh, that final storm is juicy. Pig, talk to me!
Oh my god!
I agree, Pig. I agree. That was juicy. That's really what gets Pig very excited. I'm still worried for Showtime. Even though he's the one with more bases, he's the one with more probes. I'm just worried that he cannot actually get an amazing fight. He's got 35 Zealots. Some of you guys might say, Roddy, shut the fuck up. This didn't stop Zest, did it? No, it didn't, guys. Oh, War Prism, careful. Okay. But Zest is not a human. I don't know how Zest wins his games. Also, the regular Protoss nerds in general, we need an army. It's so... Oh my god, he's got almost 40 Zealots. Well, how many Widowmines do we have? 5? Couple Zealots are checking for a base in the bottom. I do like that move by Showtime. Zealots have 3-3, but now the bio units have 3-3 as well. Some of the previous fights they did, and these armies are awfully close to each other without knowing it. Clem can actually just spam Marines now. Just spamming Marines would be a very good choice. Oh, careful. I don't know. Showtime is going to run into the Liberators. Not all of the Liberators are sieged up. One storm does land, but I still don't think that you can win with these fights. Even though with another storm like that, you absolutely can. It's so hard to run into liberation zones and into all those bio units standing in a concave. In the end, Zealots are not going to be good enough. We have another Stormy boy coming in. 1 and a Disruptor. Where are the Liberators, Clem? He only has 2 left. Scan goes down 4. Wow, that's still a lot of gateway units. And maybe with a storm coming in from the bottom, guys. Don't forget about this one High Templar. Showtime, can he win this fight? He takes out the Liberator, so that's the start. Careful, there's a lot of Widowmines set up at the bottom. Storm does clip quite a few of these bio units. And the Disruptor gets the 1-2 punch. And another storm. Showtime is playing out of his goddamn mind. He played all of that absolutely perfect. And all of a sudden, this army of Clem, maybe it is beatable by gateway units. That storm helped, the Nova helped. Just taking out 2 or 3 Widowmines can really make the difference. This is a very important base for Clem. Oh, Clem needs to stim. Why is Clem not stimming? Because the medevacs have no HP. Clem? He hasn't stimmed in so long. Now he stims. I feel like he could have stimmed before. The SCV is being pulled to. Nova will not connect with anything. Because Clem is a French god. He does lose the orbital and loses 15 SCVs. But saves his units. I don't know if he didn't stim because the medevacs had no energy. Or if he just didn't feel like it was the right moment to stim. He could have done a bit better there. This game is ridiculously close to. I don't know if it's better than the Death Aura game, guys. But it's pretty damn close. Clem will be able to take out this base in the top left, as Showtime has lost 6k resources more than Clem did, but take a look at the graph. He's been mining more from time to time, so it's not the end of the world. Liberators do not have advanced ballistics this game. Doesn't mean they're not annoying, they do have +2. So I actually don't think you can kill it with 3 Stalkers, right? Wait, what? Ah, you can. Stalkers are powerful too. But he would have killed at least 2 Stalkers, I think. Oh, High Templars in the War Prism. Oh my god, the final storms on the right are good. Novas are going to connect with quite a few bio units to another Nova. Gets a beautiful connection. And the final one is good too. I have no idea why Showtime has less supply. Now, I guess he did lose 40 Zealots, but some beautiful spellcasting there by Mr. Mauer. These games are nuts. Can we just watch Showtime against Clem play against each other all year long? I think StarCraft 2 might be the biggest game in the world. If we can just watch these guys play best of 5s over and over and over again. We can throw in Zero and Rainer in the mix too, and let's go. A little bit of Gape action. These games are ridiculous. They must be so tired. Like, if I would have one game like this on the ladder, I'll be like, you know what guys, I think I'm done. This was it. These games are ridiculously cool. Showtime drops another High Templar out of a prism. Has one more storm, I think. Widowmine! Connecting. Actually, it was a disruptor. Connecting with the mine. I like these mines. It's like every time Showtime builds a probe, they just get picked off by these random leftover mines. Chef's like, damn it, why am I not saturating my base? Is Showtime going for the main? Are we really doing this, Showtime? Uh-oh, what the hell is this? Oh! First Nova doesn't do anything. I believe we have one storm left. There are a couple Widow Mines here. The Nova, that's the second Nova. Now there's only one Nova available, guys. For a split second, there's only one Nova. But one Nova and a storm. Okay, now there's no Nova. It doesn't take that long, though. You can see one of these Disruptors is about to light up. Yeah, this one at the bottom. He can shoot. A lot of people don't know this, but Disruptors that are fired are kind of small. And this one is a Disruptor that's ready to fire. That's when you can see which Disruptor can shoot or not. Like, there's no light here, and there's a lot of light here. Fun facts with Roddy. War Prism? No, no, no! War Prism with precious cargo! Prism goes down with a High Templar inside of it. As this is not the fight I think Showtime needs, especially not near a planetary fortress, right? I mean, unless we can land a Nova. The bio is very low on HP though. One more stim and basically it's a genocide of Marines and Marauders. Okay, that was a good one. Maybe Showtime. 34 probes, but he is just killing casually in command center. And there is no energy on a lot of these units. And the Marines and Marauders are so low on HP, but the reinforcements have arrived. And this is where I think Clem's army is once again a little too powerful. But not before Showtime has killed a decent amount of workers. And a storm! More storms from downtown! Oh my god! It's raining bodies as Disruptors are going forward too, but it's still just not enough. Clem, what kind of a sick superhero are you to survive all of this? I feel like I'm watching a fucking Avengers movie and I don't even watch that crap. And it's basically superhero after superhero showing up trying to destroy the evil French villain. But this dude does not die. More superheroes show up with more storms. Oh my god. Clem and Showtime, I absolutely love you too. This is ridiculous. This is the best finals, right? This is the best finals in the 61 weeks of the European Pro Tour Weekly. Because I really think it is. I know we've had good finals, but this has to be the best. Can Showtime win, guys? He's got storms. He's got a bit of income. Not much. More Zealots running in. How many workers have died in this game? 76 SCVs, 96 probes, 252 Zealots, 18 Disruptors, 21 High Templars, 120 Marauders, 20 Ghosts. What? Oh, he tried to EMP. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Showtime forced a recall because he didn't have any storm left. Means the rest of his units could be in a bit of a pickle here. I'm speechless, guys. I just want to sit back and enjoy all of this. And Showtime has to be very careful with this army, though. Clem's base in the top right is mined out. I can't believe we're looking at bases being mined out in a PvT. How often does this happen? Showtime has 10 workers more. A Dark Shrine! Showtime was like, hey, forgot about that. That was pretty useful on that aura. The casual 31-minute Dark Shrine, guys. Some would say it's a timing. Huh? It really felt that that was just a scene where all hell broke loose. And I feel like we're about to witness the final battle, or one of the many final potential battles, who knows. Game deciding fights, we've got many of them. Storm clips. Oh! Flies forward to matter of fact, lands an EMP. Connects with a couple of High Templars, but more High Templars are left behind. So this is definitely not it. Okay, Clem casually finds that Nexus that Showtime was trying to get up in the bottom right. I cannot believe we're just casually watching a 32-minute game. TVP on Lightshade. My neighbors are probably wondering what's happening. Why has this boy been shouting? It's past midnight. Oh my god, I had no idea. Okay, I probably need to shut the fuck up a little bit. Normally we finish these games at like 10:30 or something. Oh well. I will let them watch the VOD. But I've got children. Doesn't matter, your children will watch this with you. It's really good, I promise. Nova goes forward, connects with a couple of Marauders and a Ghost. The Storm clips a few of these bio units. Clem has a big army, but if he eats a big Storm or a big Nova... Man, Showtime's got a lot of splash damage. For days even. Couple snipes, but it's mostly on Zealots. If I was Clem, I would save my Ghost energy. Showtime going forward, landing a few more decent Storms. Gets another one at the tail end of all of that. And it's just a couple of Marines and Marauders left. Showtime feels confident enough to blink forward. I mean, he is going to get kited. The reinforcements are showing up. Showtime, it's a trap. Get the hell out of there. Uh-oh, he might lose his last Disruptor, but he still has more Storms. Where the hell is he getting these million Storms from? Oh my god. That's a good one. Pig. Pig, talk to me, Pig.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I agree, Piggy. I agree. This game is outrageously close. I don't know what to say anymore. 64 army supply against 64. 34 minutes in. EMP lands. Another Storm clips the army. Shouldn't Showtime run out of gas? Oh, the Ghosts are scary. The Ghosts are scary. But the Novas also scary. We've got SCVs now being transferred from the top side. Snipes on a Zealot and a High Templar, I believe. As the Storm connects, snipe on another High Templar, but it did cost Clem almost all his Ghosts. Now he's got 2 left. Only 4 High Templars left though. We need splash damage here. We do. Come on, Showtime, like, why don't we take this out? Drop a couple Storms from the side. Since Showtime is the one with the Observer here, I would love to see him take out these rocks so we can put a High Templar. Come on, Showtime, this is like Romanticide all over again. Like, there are moments where you don't want to take these rocks out, right? As a Protoss, you want to defend from one side, but I'd love to see him. Like, he's the one with more spellcasters. So then I think opening up this attack path is not a bad idea. You can have some flanking High Templars, and then when Clem is standing here, come in from behind, boom, boom. Hit him with some shit. I showed him now feels confident enough to grab 7 or 8 Zealots and take out a few more SCVs of Clem. Widow Mine takes a single Zealot out, but also a couple of SCVs. The Dark Templars, guys! Here they are again, the boys. Oh, Disruptor! Oh my god. Clem? Wait, doesn't Clem have a lot of orbitals? No, he doesn't. He's got 2 orbitals. Scan takes out the Observer. Showtime did land a feedback. It almost feels like Showtime has all of a sudden figured it out. And he's like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I am going to be a wall that moves forward. but I will always be a wall. And I will storm you into oblivion. And I will fire Novas forward for days. And somebody took out these rocks. I don't know who it was. Oh, the High Templars are a bit clumped up. Zealots coming in from the top. The Ghosts are kind of dead. Disruptor doesn't fire. It does fire in the end, but obviously gets taken out. Clem had enough time. There's only one storm remaining. Oh my goodness. I mean, I said Showtime has it figured out. Maybe he hasn't figured out anything. But he has figured out how to be an amazing StarCraft 2 player, that's for sure. He's gonna set up, I think, the flanking High Templar. Come on, Showtime. This is where you do it. That last fight was bad. He sends High Templars forward. Lands the double storm immediately. But that's actually not that good. We need kills. And that was only damage. And damage doesn't matter when we've got 7 medevacs. Clem is now the one consistently outmining Showtime for the last few minutes. I mean, this game has been... Oh my god, Cloak. We have no observers. Cloak would be big. Just when I thought that Showtime was doing everything right, somehow Clem hangs in there, gets another army. And now it feels like he's the one with the better army. And Showtime needs a miraculous Nova or just a great storm. Can he get a ghost? Yes, he does get a ghost. That's a start. Gets a Marauder too. Almost got another ghost. We're back to 6 High Templars though, guys. I'm on the edge of my seat. I mean, Clem's army is big. But if Showtime lands 3 devastating storms, do we have any Immortals? No. 0 Immortals against 17 Marauders is very problematic. Because Zealots and Storms are really good in dealing damage to Marauders, but they're not good in killing Marauders. Oh my god, flanking Ghost, landed an EMP on 3 out of the 6 High Templars. Ah, the final Disruptor gets picked off too. We do still have a few more Storms remaining. But Clem's army is just getting better and better. Storm! Oh, Clem's just stopped! Did you guys see that? It's like he used fucking time freeze. This guy really is an adventure superhero movie. That was freaky. We have an overcharged battery and it's doing whatever it can to keep these Archons alive. But this is what I mentioned. These Marauders are probably not falling anymore. GG. After 38 minutes, an absolute
bloodbath.
Team Liquid's Clem wins his 2nd European Pro Tour Weekly in a row. Honestly, I've casted 41 finals, well 40 finals. 1 week I skipped out a bit earlier because I wasn't feeling it. I've casted 40 of these finals, guys. This was the best one. These games were ridiculously awesome. They were so back and forth. They were so close, epic. I loved every single minute of it. Just fucking standing ovation. You know what, guys? We're gonna stand. Can I stand without destroying my setup? We're gonna give both of them a standing ovation. I don't know if we can do that. Uh-oh. Am I destroying my setup? Not yet. There we go, guys. For both Showtime and Clem, the boys were fucking sick. Just absolutely amazing StarCraft 2. I don't have anything else to say. I don't have any other way I can possibly praise them. I absolutely fucking loved it from start to finish. And it always takes 2 to tango, guys. Don't just focus on how awesome Clem is or how awesome Showtime is. It takes 2 to tango. And I think both of them played their heart out. Insane games. I don't even know which game I prefer, the Death Aura game or this one, but just fucking sick. Congrats to Clem for winning back-to-back finals. Amazing games. I think Showtime already went offline. Man, poor Mr. Mauer. Wow. I'm stunned, guys. They played so fucking good. Both of them deserve to win this tournament today. This tournament deserved 2 champs, not 1. What a finals. What a finals. Damn. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for me today. No, that's not gonna be it for me today. God damn it. We're gonna talk about the We Shark Invitational. We Shark, I know you're still here. So let me know what you want to announce. It's your tourney, so I'll leave you in charge. If you want to announce the players, if you want to announce the format, let me know. I can open Discord real quick if you want to have easy communication with me without delay. I completely forgot about that. And that's not because I'm not pumped for that tournament, but this finals was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Where are you, wee Sharky? Here you are. The fans demand an interview. Well, the fans demand a lot of things. I'm not gonna bother Clem after a series like that. If Clem wants to do an interview, then he can do an interview, but I'm not gonna ask him. And on top of that, I'm incredibly tired. I'm gonna ask Wishak what he wants to announce about his tournament. For the people who missed that announcement before, on the 19th and 20th of March, we're running a tournament on this stream. It's a 9-player invitational, pretty unique format. And we're gonna ask Wishak what he wants to announce right now. You want to do an interview? Post a YouTube breakdown of the last game. I'm just gonna post the entire game then. If you want to take a highlight of that, you have to post the entire game. Guys, I don't... Can we interview Clem? Okay, once. God damn it, guys. I feel bad even asking him. You guys are making this uncomfortable for me. Like, if there are EPT points on the line, I'd be like, okay, but... I asked, guys. I asked, but... Relax. Give me 1 second. Not to brag, but this looked like most of my ladder games in Gold too. Of course. I know, both these guys played it like this was the final of IM Katowice. He's not responding to me, and I'm completely okay with that, guys. Like, this was a long night, and he must be exhausted. I can completely understand if he doesn't want to chat. Because the man played his damn heart out. So we'll see what Wishak wants to do. I can also just give Wishak a call. Wait. Here is Clem. Let's see what he says. You can do a quick one. Alright. Alrighty, guys. Alright. Quick, short interview with Clem. Then Wishak interview. You guys are killing me, by the way. I'm tired. Thank you to Chess SC2 for the tier 1 sub. I do really appreciate that. And the original VoIP. You know, guys, what's really funny is that I often notice when games are really fucking intense and close, it's almost like you guys are very focused on the games too. Because we had 1 sub in the last like hour and 20 minutes. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't get enough subs. That's not what I mean. It's just that we had that many viewers and the games were that fucking hype. It just almost feels that people are then really focused on the games. But if I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, guys, today kind of sucks. Then people are like, oh, here's a sub, cheer up, brother. It's like, well, I'm not sad. But it's like when the games are this fucking sick, it just seems that everybody completely forgets about that part of Twitch and just focuses on the awesome games. Alright, let's give Clem a little call. We can do a video call, maybe. I don't know if he wants to do that. I mean, he's got a beautiful webcam now, no? Hello, Clement?
Oh, hello.
Can we do video call, or is it hidden? I think
my phone is not like plugged in. I don't know.
Come on. You got a beautiful IEM setup. No excuses.
I mean, I can try, but I never use it on Discord.
No worries. It was just an idea. Holy fuck, mate. I'm out of breath. Like, how do you feel after a best of 5 like that? That was insane.
that was quite the games.
Yeah, quite the game.
Yeah, there was like 2 like insane games, I think.
Yep. The Death Aura game, obviously, we can start off with that a little bit. Like, normally it's very easy to talk about, like, oh, you know, that happened in the game and maybe this fight was good or that move out. It felt a million things happened in, obviously, both the Death Aura game and this one. Let's start off with that Stalker attack that he made on Death Aura. It got pretty hectic there already. Did you feel you were behind or fine after the Stalkers were done?
I kind of thought I was pretty dead like after the Stalker attack. I actually don't know if I was okay or not, but because like his third base was pretty late, but he still killed like a ton of SCVs, so I feel like I was kind of dead, but I'm not sure if I was actually dead.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure. Right? I was looking at it. I was like, well, on one end, it's kind of bad, but I was like, it is triple CC, and your Marauder count was getting up there. And first, I was like, all right, it's actually not that bad. But then, you know how it goes with Protoss. They kill a few more SCVs, and then all of a sudden, it's like, well,
Yeah.
Showtime is 22 workers ahead, and now he's getting Colossus, so maybe it's getting bad for you now. I mean, what do you remember from that game? Let's go like that, because that game was obviously ridiculously long and crazy, and it came down to an epic base trade. But yeah, what do you remember?
The first thing that comes to my mind is like the end game with the DTs, like me trying to scan and trying to EMP and stuff. But yeah, like that was super close. I think if I saved like one more CC or if I had two more SCVs maybe, I think I could have done it. But
Yeah,
yeah.
when you left, did you think you were super dead?
Yeah, I checked. I was actually very dead. Like he had maybe 3 DPs and 200 in the tank, and I had one like health or like orange health CC, zero scan, like zero energy, and like 2 or 3 ghosts, but they were all very low energy. Yeah, I feel like I was just very dead. If you just start sending some DPs and get more mining too, like I don't know.
Sorry, I got some alerts, so I was super distracted, but I was listening to you. It felt that you could have built a turret, though, in your mineral line. Like, I know you only had 2 SCVs, but he obviously was at one base too, and that base is like only 2,000 minerals left, and your army wasn't that bad. So did you think about building a turret?
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought like if I just stay back at my base, because I have only one SCV,
Yeah.
against like full mining Protoss base. I thought if I just stay at my base, I will lose in the end, but I'm not sure. Like I think I could have done many things differently this game.
I mean, it was fucking close and
Yeah.
epic. But at one point, it was like 40 army supply, and he had legit 12 or something. Like, when he wiped in those
Yeah.
DTs, that was like the only thing he had. He had 0 units besides that. So, yeah, it was pretty epic. I mean, you should maybe take a look at the end again. Like, maybe at the very end, you were indeed dead, because like the DTs were on your side of the map. But I think maybe you had one moment where you had like 4 SCVs. Maybe you could have built a turret, because he was
Yeah, that's true.
very broke too. Like, he has one base, but it only had 4 mineral patches, right? Because the other 4 were already mined out,
Oh.
and he only had 20 probes and legitimately like 0 army supply at one point, and then warped in a couple of DTs. So it was
Yeah,
even
but he-
closer than you probably thought it was.
Yeah, probably. But he also had the gases, I had no gas. And like gas mining for Protoss, he can warp in like maybe 1 or 2 Archons if he wants. Like, I don't know. It was very close, but I think I was a little bit dead at the end.
All right, then I'm gonna ask you, which game did you think was more fun, Lightshade or Death Aura?
Actually, Death Aura, I think. I think the most fun was the one I lost. Like on Lightshade, I was getting not tilted, but I was just getting very, very tired at the end. I just wanted to end it fast, but in the end, I didn't end it.
Did you at one point probably like mumble to yourself, like, how many goddamn storms does he have? Because they they
I
kept
was like,
like,
oh, okay, he's just morphing warping some my Templar, storming, then transforming into Archon. And I was like, yeah, that was a hard game to win.
did you ever like lose hope? Because like obviously you guys had that awkward standoff at the bottom that lasted for like 10 minutes, where you're both just throwing EMPs and storms at one another. Did you feel like the game was going alright? Did you know kind of where you were in the game, or?
For like 10 minutes before the end, I mean, I thought I was very dead. Maybe not very dead, but kind of dead. And then when I started mining the bottom base, I was like, okay, maybe I have a chance, and then maybe I'm actually winning.
Hey, I have a quick question about the Romanticide game. I almost forgot about that. It felt like you wanted to do a move out, but then your Hellion, like, obviously took a tiny scout at his third base, and you spotted a bunch of Zealots. Is that what made you turn around?
I don't remember, but I think I actually F2'd my Hellion, so I didn't see anything.
Oh, you didn't
I-
look? Because
No.
your
I
entire
didn't.
army was in the center, but then you turned around.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know, but I just F2'd my Hellion mostly. I didn't look.
Mate, I fucking praise you, because I figured that, because you know that he didn't open Colossi Robo, right? Because he was just
Yeah,
opening
yeah,
over
I
the
did.
million. And then I actually think so many Terrans are stubborn, and they still push against a million gateways and
But yeah,
Zealots.
yeah, like actually I was just like, okay, he's just making my Zealot on like 4 gas,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna stay home, stay back.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, then...
Oh, I thought you were talking like if I saw a Zilot run by with my alien or something.
No. I'm talking about early
okay,
on.
okay.
Because, like...
Yeah, then, yeah.
All right, cool. So we're on the same page. Cool, man. I mean, super sick game. I don't really know what else to say. Have you ever worked harder for $200 in your life?
Probably not. Probably not.
All right, mate. I don't want to take too much of your time. Do you have anything else to say? Are you going to stream again? Because I know you did a couple streams.
Yeah, I could stream it soon. I'm not really sure like when. But I could do one more stream soon. I don't really know when. Yeah, probably soon.
Would you ever consider, what is it, Clem SC2 these days or Liquid?
Oh, I changed it to Liquid Clem.
All right. So I'm going to show it on the stream and I'll post it in the chat too. Would you ever consider streaming one of the weeklies?
Yeah, I did, but I actually thought that there was too much downtime to stream them. Like if I start playing games outside of my tournament games, then I can miss, like I just delay everything. I don't know, I don't really like to stream my ESL runs, but
no, I can
like
understand that.
one day I did a round of 4 stream where I just streamed the semifinals and the finals. I could do that again, but
yeah. All right. So sorry, I totally forgot about this. I have 2 questions. First of all, what was up this morning? Did you stay up till 5 a.m. playing Counter-Strike again? Why were you late for Waddy's tournament?
I don't know, like my alarm. I don't know. I was just very tired, so I just slept past my alarm.
Has Coco been a bad influence on you and keeping you up to play Counter-Strike?
No, that's not even true.
Okay, good. And then one more question. What's up with the polar bear on your command centers?
I think it's a very good picture, and I made it my emote, and I just wanted to have it like close to my CC because I think it's funny.
So you did, it's
so
just a
that's
random
it.
cute polar bear? Is there a story?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You should get a dog. Dogs are cute, Clem.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, polar bears are very evil in real life. They're not very nice.
Yeah, but this one is not evil.
Well, I wouldn't cuddle it, mate. All right. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. I mean, my chat was going crazy. They absolutely loved the games. Obviously, big shout out to Tobias too. You guys put on an amazing show today, man. It was sick. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night, mate.
Okay, good night. See you.
Bye-bye. All right, guys.